fact for you. 1 million viral particles is equivalent to 1 millimeter of seawater. It's incredible. Just think about it. 1 million viral particles is equivalent to 1 millimeter of seawater. Imagine. What scientists also say is that 1 viral particle can potentially cause infection and subsequently can cause disease. So if you get 1 viral particle within you, potentially, and they say theoretically, it can cause disease. This really reminds me of the passage from Dua Kumayl, the words of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. What does he say? He says, Ya Sayyidi, فكيف بي وأنا عبدك الضعيف الحقير المسكين المستكين. Amazing. Think about it. He says, O Master, so what about me, for I am your weak, wretched, lowly slave. Indeed, my brothers and sisters, we are so weak, wretched and lowly in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that potentially 1 viral particle can cause infection and disease in us. And this viral particle that we cannot see, it just really shows with the coronavirus pandemic. It really shows how weak and vulnerable we are. Just think about it. This arrogant human being, this human being that thinks no one is better than them. My view is the best and is true and no one can beat me on that, people say. Well, potentially 1 viral particle can put you down. Allah says, I created you weak. That's okay. I created you weak. I want to remind you, especially during epidemics and pandemics like this one, that you are weak. Don't be so arrogant. You are weak. I want you to realize that you are my servant. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is greater than anything else. That's what we say when we say Allahu Akbar in Takbiratul Ihram at the beginning of Salah. Allah says, come back to me. And this is a reminder I'm sending to you. I'm sending a reminder to all of you. You are weak. And subsequently, I want you to remember that I am here for you. I am greater than you, he says. How do we get back to you, oh Allah, is through worship. Yes, worship through salah. Yes, worship through fasting. Yes, worship through dua, like the one we just recited. Worship through visiting the relatives. Yes, now you can't visit the relatives, but you can call them, can't you? When is the last time you called a relative? Not just WhatsApping, but calling them. Immense amount of thawab. You get closer to God through these particular acts. So therefore, my brothers and sisters, it's so important we realize during this time, very difficult time for all of us, where we are isolated and not seeing our friends and families, is that we realize how weak we are. Get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.